Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's now in the afternoon, day 2 of PDAC 2018 here in Toronto, and we are now at the booth of Copper Mountain Mining. You remember the fantastic copper producer here out of Canada, nearby Vancouver. And yeah, we want to talk for the first time actually to Rod Shier, the CFO of the company, and he's actually also one of the co-founders of the company. And what's the company about? Rod, thank you very much for taking the time.
I appreciate you taking the time to have us here. I mean, we're really excited. I mean, we're heading to a new future. Copper Mountain, we're the 4th largest copper mine in Canada. We produce about 80 million pounds of copper a year. Our revenues last year were about 300 million.
Wow,
we had operating
that's a lot.
cash flow of about 102 million.
Yeah.
And we paid down debt of about 50 million last year and ended the year with 45 million in cash.
Wow, that's lovely, I would say.
It works out very well. And we have a very large exploration ground, so we thought, at Copper Mountain. And we're now starting to spend some dollars on exploration. But the future is really, as we move towards our new acquisition, or merged company, as you want to put it, with Altona Mining out of Australia.
Yeah, great. So before we come to that, maybe let's stick shortly again with your beautiful mine we see here in the background. I mean, that's really amazing what you have done here so far.
Yeah.
And you said you have paid down debt. So what debt is left?
Well,
actually?
part of the program was we brought in Mitsubishi as our 25% partner at the project level. They helped us arrange what I call strategic low-cost debt.
Yeah, super.
We borrowed 162 million from Bank of Tokyo and Mizuho. That's sitting at about 105 million right now, and that's at LIBOR plus 2%. And then we also borrowed through JPEG, another arm of the Japanese government, about 160 million. That sits at 115 million now, and that's at LIBOR plus 0.55%. Yeah. So for 12-year money. For a while there, it's under 1% money. For 12 years, at under 1%.
Well,
so
I mean,
very good.
That's fantastic. It's even not really useful to pay it back, honestly.
No,
fast.
you want to keep that on as long as you can. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Super. So you said around 80 million pounds of copper, right?
That's right.
So what's the plan for 2018 with that mine here?
We're going to do a similar amount in 2018, about 80 million pounds. We also have precious metal credits here.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, we produce about 25 to 30,000 ounces a year of gold, and about 300,000 to 400,000 ounces a year of silver, depending on where you are in the pit.
That's I would say that's a lovely waste to have.
It's a good problem to have because it brings in about 50 million, depending on your pricing, about $50 million a year. So
exactly.
it's a good credit. About 15 to 20% of our revenue is from precious metals, depending on where the prices are at the time.
What is still the mine life by now on that mine? And as I know, you have a lot of good exploration upside here, right?
Yes, we do. When we started the company, we had a 17-year mine life. Well, here we are 7 years later, and we still have 16 years left.
Oops.
So we've been replacing reserves and resources. And then this past year, we started to do some drilling across the valley, about a kilometer away, on the New Ingerbelle deposit, and we feel that's going to add about 8 to 10 years mine life to the project.
In addition to that,
in addition, so it's going to be significant.
Okay, and of course, where do you see still the cost structure then? Still in the same area you are today?
Yeah, we are. We're about $1.80 a pound copper. All in, and we're moving. Yeah,
that's fantastic at the current prices.
Yeah, we're moving a lot of rock. We move about 190,000 tons a day. Canadian mines are typically a little lower grade. I mean, our grade's around 0.31 this year, but you're moving bulk material, a lot of material, and that makes it very efficient.
Wow, fantastic. Let's come to the, I wouldn't say new venture, but let's say to the merger or the acquisition you have done with Altona Mining.
Yeah.
Because I know Altona very well, obviously. Yeah. I've done a lot of interviews with Dr. Alistair Cowden. And also I think the Little Eva, the future Little Eva mine is a sensational project. And I think you did quite well on that.
Yes, we think it's a great mix. I mean, Dr. Alistair's done a fantastic job of assembling a good land package, extremely large land package, just under 400,000 hectares. We bring the mine building, finance expertise of running the mines. So it's a good marriage from that perspective. I mean, this transaction is transformational for the company. It now more than doubles our production, over 133% increase in production. Our reserves and resources grow, resources double, reserves grow by about 87%, and that's going to come through to the market capitalization of the company, and shareholders are going to be very, very happy. But what's most important here is we not only have the next mine for the project, because they have the Eva Copper project, which is a permanent project in Australia, but we also have that 400,000 hectares of very prosperous ground in a very prolific mineralized belt in Australia. So we not only have the next mine, I believe, you won't be able to judge this acquisition until 5 to 10 years down the road, because we'll have the next mine after that and the next mine after that. So it's going to be very accretive to the shareholders. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think also if we think about strategy, I mean, the copper price has tremendously developed the last, let's call it 12, 18 months.
Yes.
On the other hand, the e-mobility is really on the move, but not has really started. So that means the copper demand stays in high demand, and I think the deficit stays here. And you come with a second mine in, let's say, a foreseeable 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, double your production. I mean,
that's right.
Couldn't be better.
When you're developing any opportunity, you always want to look at where you are in the cycle of the copper market. You want to be buying in the low times and bringing it into production when the markets are coming up, and that's exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, so I think strategically a fantastic move, honestly.
Yeah, it's a team effort at Copper Mountain, and we're really happy with this opportunity.
Great, super. Rod, thank you very much for the interview. I think a really compelling story. I really like it, and honestly, I have to buy some stock. You convinced me completely.
Thank you very much for your time.
I would say keep it going, and we look forward to the next updates, especially also on Little Eva, as I think this is now really running. And maybe one last question, when will the merger be finally done?
We're having a vote. Both shareholders have to vote. March 26th coming up, and so once that's across the line as a positive vote, which we believe it will be, mid-April by the time it all comes together.
Super, fantastic.
Yeah, and then the next steps for us are we're just finalizing a bankable feasibility study by June, and then move forward from there.
Fantastic. I would say keep it going, make the shareholders happy, and let's make some money.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rod.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there was Rod Shier, the CFO of Copper Mountain Mining, and you heard it. I mean, the company is really, really positive on the way. It's all working, and so I would say check it out, check the company out. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Toronto.